now. So, all right, just like I said, good evening, good afternoon, or whatever you're watching this from. If you're in Nigeria, good evening. If you're anywhere, maybe you're watching in our YouTube channel. This is Crypto Trends Academy. Today we are talking about, looking at the market. What are we going? The big question right now, just like we've been asking, where is the market going? Are we going to, to see more pain? Are we expecting more pain, or are we now at the deep? So what's the issue? Where are we going from here? So that question will be answered because it has been triggering. Everybody have been looking for. We need to know where we're going from here. The market is tumbling up and down, and then where are we going? What is happening in the crypto space? Now, we've seen it like this before. The only thing that we've not seen before, which I've already told us, is a legacy project going down to zero. You've not seen that before. This is the first time, so all of us witness this firsthand. But in terms of market deep, 70%, 80% deep, we've seen that before, and market recovers. This is crypto. Anytime that you see a market dip, it's even a very good opportunity for you to just put yourself hands and then look at where are we going, and then start grabbing every of the coin that you know. Mind you, you don't have to buy every coin. There are thousands of coins out there, over 9,000, 10,000. More are coming in every day. Some are rock pulling every day. Not all the coins that are good. And that's why you need a mentor. That's why you need someone who will look into what is good and tell you. And even at that, once the person show you that, that does not mean you are going to buy everything. You still have to look at, okay, now you look at your capital. How much do you have? What do you want to achieve? But now the person helps you to give you coins that are good. Then you now use your initiative to pick what you can get based on the capital you have. So you don't just have to go and buy, okay, it gives you everything, you know, put $50 here, put $100 here, put $20 here, put this and that. At the end of the day, listen to me, you're not going to make anything. You'll just be seeing your full portfolio, maybe $1,000. And then the coin that is in that portfolio is almost like 100. You get it? So you just see the 1,000 move to 1,500. That's just seeing the total value. The total value will now move from 1,000 and move to 800. At times it moves to 2,000. But now, if you say you want to take profit, you don't even know where to go. You don't even know the coin that you need to look out for in order to be taking the profit that you want to take. So it just becomes bad. So now look at what you had. So, but that's a training for another day. But you need to, I just want to tell you, so that you can't buy everything. Even at now, you say, okay, all these coins are down, let me continue to buy them. No, it's a different thing altogether. Please, an interactive session will come immediately I finish the review of the market, because you need to know where we're going. So now let's look at this now, just like what I'm looking, let's look at the weekly. You know, there are things that happen that we've not seen before. We have how many weekly down that we have? It's like, oh, how many weekly? We've not seen this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 weeks in a row to have red candle. To me, this is like the first time. And when I look at the MACD, when I check MACD and all that, so and everything is just like, I don't expect us to have the 10th week low. I don't see that. So now, at least enough of this, enough of this low for 10 weeks, 9 weeks now. And then with what I'm seeing, we may close, in a weekly low. The week is ending today, right? So let's say we'll close low 2 this week, and which is a good thing, so that by next week, I'm expecting us to start, getting back. Because if we didn't close low this week, maybe now the market now cover up, that would be around 30,600 or something for us to not close this week in a red, and that will not be good. We have to close this week in a red, but next week we don't need to close in a red. So now let me show you there's a worst case scenario. There is a scenario that I expect. So now I am now like a little bit. In the meantime, I'm expecting a bullish movement. Meantime, right now, I am more of the other day I give you 50-50, right? But I'm now like uptrend. I'm expecting it to be, I'm more of 70-30 now, 70-30 uptrend. That's temporary. And then a flash and then a move, because there's two scenarios we are looking at. One is the drop and then take up. But based on this 9 weeks low, we've not seen it before. In the crypto space, I've not seen 9 week low, 9 week in a red, 9 weeks. Let's go to the daily candle. Let's go to the daily candle is sideways, yes, but it's 9 week low. But daily candles that are up and down, because in a week you will see red, you see green, you see, but seeing all 9 weeks red down, no, we don't expect that. So now look at my prediction. Now listen to me. Nobody can predict the market 100%. If anybody can, then we all will just be rich. Let me not say wealthy, because wealth is a different thing altogether. It's not all about money. Well, the person will just be rich because you know where the market will be. Just go to futures, go long or short, and then you just be making money and be going. But we are looking at the trends, and based on past events and looking at the present events, we now say, oh, this must be the likely scenario. Are you getting? That's why I didn't give you 100%. This is going to go up. And then so let me show you what I mean now. There are two case scenarios. So let me read this thing properly so that it will help me do what I want to do now to you. Now let's say here, I'm expecting, this is the worst case scenario. Now, it was the best case scenario for me, but based on this, what I saw today and all the things that I check, I'm seeing this as a worst case scenario. So it will drop down to 20. Let me say 20 is worst case. I'm saying 20. But let me say 20. Okay, 20. Let's say 20. Let me just use anywhere to make it. It's 20. Then once it dropped to 20, then there will be another move again from that 20. Then it will take off again. It will take off again to move to the all-time high. Remember, the way I plot it is not going to be like straight move one day. It's going to start going up. But remember, that will always be, the candle will be up and down, but that's why it's going to all-time high. So this can play out, not that something that will play out tomorrow, next tomorrow. This can play out within the time. That means if we cross 28, 28 has been like, 28 has been like the support. If we cross 28, this is likely to happen. But I'm not seeing this. I remember 30% this. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing that this thing to happen this way, but it can happen. But I'm seeing it like 30% if it happen this way. You come down and then it will take off. But I know most of you don't want it this way because, but it would be good if you have USDT. You say, let it go like this, so that at least some of the coins that I didn't see, somebody was looking for when, Stephen will go to 80 cents again. It's not possible anymore. And this one will go to this and another. But if Bitcoin can do this, then it will happen. But this is like 30%, the way I'm saying. It's no more the best case scenario because it will drag the bear market more longer than it's supposed to be. But now, what's the scenario that I'm looking at for here now? What's the scenario that I'm looking at for? Now, let's look at it this way. Let me use green here. But let this one be red. Let this one still be red. I know it's going up, but let it still be red. But now let's use this one. This one will now be in this likely scenario. What I'm seeing now is that maybe we'll start move up here to move up now to 36, 37. We're looking at 37. That's 36, 37 or something like that. And then after that, expecting a drop again. Let me make this one. It's a green candle, so let it be green. So now I'm now taking it off. Then from there, there will be a slight drop. This one, because what I said will still be, if you go down, you go up. If you go up, there will be in a resistance that will resist it and then bring it down to the point like this. to where we all started, and then it will not take it up again to all-time high. So whatever way is that this year we are going to go up. But now, which one will be faster? Faster will be up, break down, and then take off. But that takeoff, I think that will be better. But when it goes down and start going up, I believe everybody's mind will be down, will be okay. Because everybody is now looking at now, majority of people are thinking about 2024, it will go. But when it goes to 37 and return back again, people thought that will be the time it will get to that 20, then it will take off. But now, I think that's the best case scenario for us here now. It will make it longer, but whatever it is, no problem. But I think that will be the best case scenario right now. Instead of plunging down to 24, a lot of markets are going to lose their percentage. Some people will lose faith in the business and all that. Although that's what the waves are looking for you to lose your mind and said, no, I don't want to be in this business anymore. I bought coins and the coins have dipped to a point that my money is just like going up and all those kinds of. That's what the waves are looking for. They want you to do that. But that's not the best for you, because I don't want it to get to a point where people will begin to think that the market is now having a very bearish mood, is going on a long bearish trend, this, that. You know, when it goes up like this, some people will just, some confidence will come back up. I know it will be heartbroken when it breaks down again and then before it take off again. But now going down to from 60 something down to 20, some people will like, what is happening since last year? So we have been in a bear market since last year. But technically we have. Yes, technically we have. But now, but it's taking longer because bear market is always the trend, the bullish market is always like, you know, more than the bear market. Yes, we have the cycle that goes every 4 years, but it takes up and then we begin to have euphoria. Market is going well, everything. Then bear market will be like 1 year plus. 1 year plus another. So if we technically take it back to 2021, we've been in a long bear market. So it's time for us to start having, you know, something move that will take us to the next phase. But no matter what happens, Bitcoin is still the king. No king, no government can stop Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. It's not possible. They can't do that. They know that they can. So now they are trying to make sure they regulate it and do that because of what happened to Luna, and regulations are coming in. Even some actors, big actors and big players in the crypto space are supporting regulations. Why? Because of what happens to Luna. They don't want people to just lose money in the crypto space just like that. I think that's manipulation. They manipulated the guy from really being arrogant to a point where he started making mistakes and they capitalized on that mistake. And now crypto regulation is lying like the thing of the day. For it to go mainstream, even CISA is saying the same. Everybody is saying the same thing. Oh, let's go to regulation. Let's go to stiff regulations. That's better. Let's do business well. But that's not the original intention of cryptocurrency. If you look at the Bitcoin white paper, that's the Bitcoin Bible. That's the cryptocurrency Bible for me. Everything there is all about how cryptocurrency should run. If you read that properly, you understand that when he says that the value of this, the whole essence, the whole value, the whole reason why this thing is brought out will be lost if a third party, like a financial institution, is needed to provide double spending, to stop double spending. So if the financial market, the banks, the government wants to come into crypto, then the whole essence, the whole reason why cryptocurrency is formed, the decentralization of it, is now lost. But now I'm surprised that even top players are supporting what the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency Bible said it will be a wrong move. Why? Terra has just given them the opportunity to say that. And when you talk, it's not good, they point to Terra. Look at what happened to Terra. Do you want to be losing money like that? This thing is manipulation. I don't care. It's just not good. But that's where we are. When you not stop your business from going forward, But that's it. But people know that and they are trying to do. So this worst case scenario for me. The worst case scenario is when it goes down. And it was a best case scenario. I said, let it just drop. But now, because the Bitcoin is going sideways, something will happen. It's already going sideways. So for that sideways, you know already that something is going to happen in this space, because it's going sideways here. As it begins to go sideways here, you understand that something is about to happen. So there will be a breakup or a breakdown. And then going for almost, when we look at it here, let me remove these things, When we look at it in the weekly chart, and then we begin to see coins going down like this. That's too much. That's much, Going down to a point like this where everything is just like going down to this point. Then all you have to ask is, why is it going down to this way? Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. 9 weeks low. That's not good. But that's it. But now we are knowing that with this now, something is about to break up. I'm believing that the 10th one will be green. The 10th week, that's next week, will be green. So let's see what will happen as the market, because I'm believing there's a rally going up, because what I've seen and I've checked, based on what I've seen, Bitcoin is putting a huge bullish divergence on the daily. That's what I'm seeing. With what is happening there, because this thing happened before. The last time we saw this thing was in 2021. So to me, I'm seeing this as a big rally brewing, for this to happen. If you look at the daily now, you can see that something is happening. So that's why I know that, okay, we're about to move to something else. So we know that no matter what happened, I know that times are different now. The situation is different from 2020, 2021, there is different now. On the micro level, it's different, but it's a food for thought for us to look at it, because the MACD has flipped bullish to me. And you get it, they are flipped bullish. So when I plot the strategy, I begin to look at all the things and plot the MACD. I begin to find out that flipped bullish, everything is going up. So I believe that it's not on the weekly. By next week, let's see what will happen and see how it goes. But if it goes down, no problem. Remember, I have 70% on it. So that's it. But now let's go into looking into the market as we continue. What I'm saying here is a billionaire Mimela calls Bitcoin insurance against financial catastrophe. It's an insurance against financial catastrophe. So no matter what they're doing, no matter what they're talking about, Bitcoin is there. It has come to stay. And it's something, what did he say? Let me just re-quote. He said, when the US pulled out of Afghanistan, Western Union stopped sending remittance there or taking them from Afghanistan. But if you had Bitcoin, just like what is happening in Russia right now, you were fine. Your Bitcoin is there. You can send it to anybody in the world if you have a phone. I was telling to people, I was teaching one day during they are still there, not during, they are still having the, what do they call it? The Russia and Ukraine invasion. So they are still talking about it. And I was telling somebody that, a lot of people have fled Ukraine. They've moved to another country. And in that country they went to, they go in there as refugees. Most of them have enough money in the bank. They have the money there. But that money, they can't even withdraw it. So because they can't withdraw it, they have to move to another country to become refugee. Why are you a refugee? You are looking for everything. You look for food, you look for shelter, you look for clothing, everything. But now, if you have like Bitcoin wallet, your money is in Bitcoin, your money is in, you have a cryptocurrency, not Bitcoin, any cryptocurrency also, and you move to any other country because of war, you are not a refugee because you have your money with you. All you just have to do is, how much are you selling? How much are you renting this house? They tell you rent a house, buy furniture, fix it, buy another cloth, change your wardrobe. And you're not a refugee. You are coming. The refugee is those who don't have money. They run away because of war. And they need shelter. They need helping hands. But when you have your money, what helping hand are you looking for? Are you getting it? So that's it. When you look at things, the Feds are coming to step, doing all they can do to stop it. But you can't. When situations are bad, no matter what happens, cryptocurrency will always step in to save the day. So this is the best business that we can see. Forget about the ups and downs, the volatility of it. No doubt about that. It's there. It has been there before you came into crypto. And we all know about it. Maybe some call it speculative assets. Yeah, it is. Which business is not? Everything is all about speculations. That's what business is all about. That's why it causes risk. There's risk involved in any business. So you speculate around it because you are speculating and expecting profit. You don't want to go to the risk, the loss aspect of it. But when they call it risk, that means there's an amount of money that can be lost. You can lose everything. And if you don't have any risk associated to any business, that means there's no good profit. When they say there's no risk, there's nothing. And then everybody should be doing it. That means it's not for those who are risk takers. It's not for those who have the heart. So why should I go into something that I have to be an extraordinary person to be part of? I want to go into something that anybody can do because there's no risk associated to it. Then there's no money to be made. That's for me. I go to where high risk, high income, low risk, low income, no risk, no money. So no matter what, that's business for you. So you need to be strong about what happened now, what is happening right now, and plan your way to be part of this industry full time. But don't stop your job to build a business. Build a business to stop your job. So whatever you are doing, you need money from there to now start building your portfolio, putting things right, doing all the things that you need to do because this is the way to go. And this bear market is when you need to buy so that in the bullish time, you'll be able to sell and make profit. If you don't plant now, what will you reap during the harvest season? This is the planting season. So we all should be part of what is happening. So let's go. We have a lot to cover. So Terra Luna, most of you know the 2.0 is here, but it deep. The thing started about $20. Do you know the reason why the thing deep? Some people are just like those who have gotten the airdrop, they just want to take their money. Some are angry with Do Kwon, but Terra has become a household name, no matter what. So we are looking at, just look at the price to enter if you want to buy Luna, the new Luna, this 2.0, to buy it, and then so that you'll be able to go, because no matter what, whatever happens, it will rally back and then look back up. But just make sure you enter at the right point. Are you getting? So now look at what happened. You know, the original Terra chain has been rebranded as Terra Classic, while a new chain has been created with the existing name Terra and made available for trading from May 28 onward. That's today. So due to the pegging of the former chain, Luna is witnessing extreme volatility. So that's just the thing. You know, people are still confused. We have Luna C, we have the main Luna, so they are confusing. With Team today, it's not like a coin that will just launch and it will go up. It's a coin that when they launch it now, there will be. That's why Binance just decided to step away, let the whole team be like, it's settled in a day or two before they come in. Are you getting? That's why if you look at the Binance listed now, Binance will redeem the current Terra network as Terra Classic network and support the Terra network airdrop. Luna and USD tokens of the Terra Classic network will henceforth be referred to in this announcement as Luna Old and USD Old. Further details are shown in the timeline below. So now, for those who didn't read this when I posted it, they said Luna Old and all that. Luna Old and USD Old deposit and withdrawal will be suspended on this day, and which they did. The second paragraph, Luna BUSD and USD BSD spot trading pairs will be suspended and all pending spot orders will be canceled on that time. So now, which means that why they sell pending spot order, because some people may put for them to sell back to BUSD or something. Okay, you know, when things are going to happen like this, uncertainty set in, people don't know what to expect. Will this thing go down? Will it go up? That's why it's business and it has its own risk. So you decide, am I willing to, if I perish, I perish. Let me leave it there. Whatever I want to happen, it happens, because it may come up now and then it went up. So I will say, no, I don't want to take that risk. Let me remove my money. But at the end of the day, if it becomes a good thing, that, oh, what they did was the right. They will say, I'm smart. You are not smart. It's just that you're a risk-averse person. But somebody who said, okay, let's put it there, whatever wants to happen, let it happen. That's it. That's risk taker, because that's how you make money. Because when the thing now happens, when they now bring it back again, anything can happen. You may be wrong. You go, but you don't feel it. You say, well, it's normal. That's how it is. Instead of me to stay back and begin to start FOMOing it into a coin, even at the price that I've already made profit. I don't want to take that risk. Let me put it there. Whatever wants to happen, happen. It's not the end of the world. People who think like that always make money. People who are always like, no. You know, ask every billionaire. They say that they've lost millions. That's why they are billionaires. Many have refused to lose money because they're afraid of taking risks that will keep putting them there. And that's where they are still poor. So I'm just trying to explain this. So Luna Old and USD Old ticker changed to L and LUNC. Are you getting? And USDC respectively. That's what it would change, the old one. So when it comes, it will not be Luna C, it will be LUNC. You can see it's already trading. So the ticker for Luna Old token will be renamed to LC. Then the old ticker for this will not name. So the LC another. When will it start? For those of you who are saying, look at it, the MC and the USD trading resumption. Because someone said, talking to me, I said, oh, my Terra is now zero, no value. No, nothing. That means you didn't read. That's why I don't respond most times in the group. I put something there, click on it, read it, understand it, and that's better. Are you getting? So now trading will open for LUNC and BUSD, and then the other stable coin that is no more stable, spot trading pairs on 220530. 05 is when? It's still the same June. May, but on the 30th, today is 28. So they want to allow the whole thing to happen on 28, 29, and then on 30. 30 is Monday, right? So LC and USDT deposit and withdrawal resume on this date. So you see it now trading. So that when Binance will start their own. What will happen, we don't know. When it comes, you may be at profit, you may be at loss. But whatever it is, if you have your coin there, leave it. Let it play out, because all these things that are playing out, if this guy, the Juan, can come down and listen to the community and do something right, these two tokens will do well. They will. Even the other one that is going down now, we are going to look at it later to see where you can get in if you need it. Remember, if you are one that will buy coins of $5, $6, $10, make sure you can get it. But we know some people, based on your trading capital, you don't go into all these kind of coins. These are the coins you need to go into. But some people use $50 to go and buy $10 coin. They're only buying 5. $50, buy 5 of $10 coin. So now, how will you make money there now? Okay? If it doubles to $20, you are going to get $100, right? If you now move to, let's say $30, you're making $150. And how on earth, when will you get to that point? Will you have the patience to wait? So these are the things you need to ask yourself before you buy into any token. Not just rush into a token and then begin to buy it because you have the money, $50 to put. So you need to have a goal. You need to have a plan. You need to, that's what we do in the Crypto Trends Academy group, that will cool down to explain to you things you need to do so that you now be making informed decisions. Not just rushing to make decisions anytime without you thinking, how much do I have? Oh, they ask us to buy this coin. Yes, I need to buy it, but do I have the money? Okay, I don't have the money. Based on the 10 or 15 coins that we are calling, I can only buy 5 or 6. Oh God, lead me to buy the best 6 out of them all. Because even the Bible says we should not lean on our own understanding. In all our ways, we should acknowledge him and he will direct our path. So even we who are doing all these things, we still depend on God to know the right things to do. Our own knowledge is not enough. I'm a lifetime student. I learn every day because I know I can't be correct at all times. So you need to be that. So for those who are asking, even they talk about the airdrop, Now, for those who, I'm just trying to explain those who are panicking because Binance has not started anything. So the new Luna airdrop, they said we will distribute the new Terra 2.0 token Luna to all eligible users based on Terra project team's token distribution plan. The distribution ratio per account will announced in a separate announcement. So they will bring an extra announcement to tell you how they will do it. But for now, for those who have, there is a link sent where you can now put your own, maybe you have you put your own on your Trust Wallet, on any decentralized platform, Waypoint 3, wallet. So you can now put, okay, now let me show you how, my MetaMask is not on this laptop. I have many laptops. So the one I'm using now is a different laptop. I'll put it aside. I didn't have that here. I would have showed you. You just paste your wallet here. Then from there, you'll be able to get things the way it is. So you don't have to now be able to now wait. But if you have your own on Binance, you wait. Binance will support it. They will support it. So you have to wait for that support. We are waiting for them to come and then for them to know what they are going to do. The old one, they talk about things they are going to do for those who hold and for those who don't. So you can read more on this thing. Well, let us have time to go down to read things so that you understand and make informed decisions. If you don't understand anything, there is nothing you can do. All you are just doing is guesswork because you don't understand what you're even doing. So that's one thing. If you now go to let's go online now, you can see it is now 5.12, 73%. Let me refresh and see if it's the same. Okay, 5.15. I think there's a support here. It's still a new coin, so we can't be looking at support and all these things now. So if it's already in trading view, we can now look at it and check with retracing this thing. But what I'm looking at now, within this $2 to $5, I think is a good time to be able to dollar cost average it from $2, $5. That's anything from that $5, $4, and all those kind of dollars. From that 2 to 5, it cannot. I don't think it will get to $1. Can it get to $1? Yes, it can. I don't know how many of the circulating supply right now. Circulating supply is the maximum supply is 1 billion. Circulating is 210 million, right? Yes, 210 million. That's the circulating supply now. They're not circulating everything. So now, I don't think it can get to $1 because 210 million. And what's the market cap right now? For 266 million. Okay, 210 million, 266 million. That's the market cap. All right, so fully diluted market cap is 5 billion. No, this one is not it. Okay, so that 210. So with that 210 million Luna, if you go to $1, that's 210 million. I don't think it will get down there. But so you dollar cost average it from 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you start to 5, if you want to buy Luna, once you get to 5, start dollar cost averaging it. Even if you get to $1, no problem because it will rise back again. But $1 on 210 million market circulating supply for Luna, that's why people are angry with the guy. I don't think he will get to that point. They're angry with him in so many things, but I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. But if it happens, it's a key. That if you can have patience and wait this thing to get to $1, pack it. just look for money and pack it. But I don't think so. But that would be great, yeah? If you get to $1, that would be great. Get to $1, but I'm not seeing circulating supply is 210. So, but what I need to find out is what are they using the remaining for? I know is it the airdrop? This both the airdrop and everything. So what's the remaining? Is it for staking? Is it for this? Or I think we need to get more information so that we now know if you will drop more. Because whatever it starts, we now know exactly how the whole thing will now turn out to be. Because that's very important. But now, for now, just keep your fingers crossed, and then let's. But if you not touch $1, man, that is no matter how people are angry with the man, I don't see that happening. So let's continue. There's no time to check time. We have a lot to cover before we close. All right, so now we are moving into Ethereum. Look at what happened to Ethereum. There's a little snag that happened. I call it a bug or something when they're doing the upgrade test. So that was a little liquidation because people were already bullish on Ethereum. Based on that, were already bullish on Ethereum. Even me, I was too. Even as I'm buying, I'm the cost averaging it as well, because no matter what, long term is good, but anything that is happening is a good discount for people. But the whole thing just affected it, that it dropped 7% on Friday and all that. It has been dropping even from then and all that. So obvious Circle Crypto and traditional market, Ethereum has faced the brunt of it. Ethereum is currently trading hands at 1,770, down roughly 3.4% over the past 24 hours, according to CoinMarketCap. The bearish trend is the latest in what has been a rather red week for the second largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. Over the past 7 days, Ethereum shared more than 16% of its value, tumbling from 2,077 on Monday to as low as 1,730. I don't know what it is now, the early hours on Friday. It has since recovered some, however, currently stands at 1,000 something, 1,700 something, and all that it is right now, and all that. So now, what happened? Why? Why did it happen? So now, look at the data. It said this drastic price shift also led to over 157.26 million in Ethereum liquidations. That's those who are in long position. According to data put Vodka Blast, more than 75% of these liquidations were long positions from bullish crypto traders. Now, some people are bullish, they buy this thing, but you buy on spot and put it on your wallet. It's a different thing that they now want to go to trade it on futures. Are you getting? So the impetus for the asset's recent price action is multi-product. Perhaps most notable, however, was a recent hack up related to Ethereum incoming merge events slated for August. Now, I said that, I've said it before, that the testnet that they are going to start and the testing they are doing right now, any little thing that happens to it will bring the price down. But once they correct it and everything is fine, it will take the price up. So now we are looking at any mistake they make will bring the price of Ethereum down. But once it brings it down, find a way to accumulate. We are just like, maybe this is the final time that we have to be seeing those movements and be buying Ethereum. Before you know it, Ethereum will get this thing right, and then it will be off anybody's hand. So when things like this happen, it's even for, it's better that it happens and then it's down, you now buy it cheaper. Because the merge will see the current, we all know this thing, I've given this news over and over again. But those who are not here or who have not heard about it, the merge will see the current proof of work, which they are doing version of Ethereum merge with each proof of stake. That's proof of stake counterpart. So this counterpart is technically called the Bitcoin chain and has been in operation since December 2020, when they have been working about on it, trying to set it up, but everything is going to happen in all cost. But the test net is going to start on June 8th. But before then, they've been doing some things, working. So they had a major blow this past week. And then the thing is affecting that people are not, I don't understand the crypto market most times. Any little thing that happens or any little bad news that they spread, people will start to go and selling the assets as if, although it's good, because it's one of those things. Despite the assets have a bullish news coming, there are things that are happening, but you need to accumulate so that before that time, even the thing suppose is only that I was expecting these things to happen between maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, and any time in June when they're already in the main testnet, so that maybe any mistake then can really trigger this. But for now, I didn't expect, when they are just testing, they've not even launched it, they've not put it on the main testnet or anything. But that news broke up and everybody started. But people are already bullish on Ethereum. But being bullish doesn't mean you should go and then put a long trade on futures. It's for you to accumulate. Even if it goes down, you have your coin, and then from there you can now move on. So the next one that we're talking about is Stephen. This one, people are just like looking at it. This is the reason why the whole thing dropped. It says Stephen to block mainland China users to comply with regulatory policies. That's why. Now, the people that owns these companies from China, but they're in Australia. Let me see if I have it here. Yes, it's a non-fungible token NFT game, Stephen. It's a exercise to earn token. You need to work to earn and all that. So we ban users in mainland China in an attempt to follow Chinese regulatory requirements. That was why it dropped. So the company uncertainty has been fueled by rumors that it will be forced to leave mainland China. Stephen is a popular move to earn game based on Solana, Sol, and the BNB, chain that was created by two Chinese immigrants now living in Australia. Yeah, they're Chinese. They live in Australia right now. So now, but based on regulatory policies in China, they want to pull out. Do you know why? People were afraid that, oh, China is 1.something billion people. Now, if they are pulling out of China and the money is from China, so it's people who buy into this token more. And that means they have to now sell their token and will bring the price down. So some people begin to sell before Chinese begin to dump the token. You see how people react? Not only that, some people now said that the developers were arrested in China. I saw that on a tweet. I was like, hey, this person just spreading rumors and lies. But it makes the token to now drop. Are you getting? But now see what the founder said. I think I read it here. Then, okay, on July 15th, Stephen will clear all accounts based in mainland China. Look at where I'm reading here. For those who want to know. On July 15th, Stephen will clear all accounts based in mainland China for local compliance reasons. Before then, the platform advised users who plan to reside in mainland China long-term to sell their assets on the platform if possible. See, that was the problem. But they later cleared the air. When he said they should sell, no, people who said there will be a dump. And if China is dumping one token, 1.something billion people, and many people there are crypto enthusiasts too. So if they now want to dump it, that means the token will go down. It's normal for people to think that way. But they later cleared the air here. Now, okay, let me see. Look at, let me read the first paragraph. He said the news sent shock waves throughout the market. Yes, these are short waves that are having shock waves throughout the market. With investors dumping assets when apparently launched Stephen is in April. The floor price of his sneaker on the platform was around 13 SOL, but it has since dropped to just 8 SOL. That's Solana we're talking about. Use Solana to buy their sneakers. And the price of Stephen's utility token, GMT, has plummeted by more than 30% in the past 24 hours, with most of it occurring after the announcement. So that this announcement was not good to tell that people who are in mainland China, they should go and sell their token. Yes, that's what they will do, but saying it is wrong. That's marketing strategy. You don't say such things. But they retraced their steps when after the news was announced. Look at it here. This is when they retraced their steps. But by that time, we don't already buy. They did well for us. He said, after the news was announced, Jerry Defense Founder noted that mainland Chinese users make up 5% of the platform's overall user base. This is damage control. They have already made the blunder. But now he found that the news sent shock waves throughout the market. The thing starts going down. I'm just trying to do a market review for you to know what happens in the market and why it happens. So now, but now the guy decided, Jerry, which is one of the defense founder, now noted that something is happening, and then he decided to come and do damage control by saying that that mainland Chinese users make up only just 5% of the platform overall base users. So implying that the company's exit from this market will not have a significant impact on its financial success. So it has nothing to do whether they're moving out of China or not. So according to Stephen official Twitter account, daily users, active users increased to more than 500,000 in May from 300,000 in April. So people are increasing, but that time we have already bought. That's why I never move out of the market that I bought, because I bought enough of it. I've been looking for this coin. But since it dropped, it started going up from 2 to 3 to 4. And I saw it at 80 cents. I was like, what is that? I just only check what is happening. I find out what is happening. I said, okay, people are just panicking. I'll go and buy. But that was a risk. That's a risk taker. If you are not a risk taker, forget about making money. In any business, forget it. Yeah, it can go to 0. Yes, I don't care. I didn't borrow the money from the bank. It's my money. That's how to make money here. The opportunities will always come. There are news that will always bring tokens down. When people are fearful, you are greedy. And when people are greedy, you have become fearful. That's what Warren Buffett said. No matter what, love Warren Buffett, hate him, love him, but his investment principles transcend times. He has been doing well with it, so you can use it in anywhere, whether in crypto or in forex, or you are using it in stocks or any investment that your principles that are doing. So his investment principles are real. He always do. So people were fearful, China dumping this thing. No, this thing is gone. Stephen is gone. Some are saying they are doing Ponzi scheme. They arrested them in China. They lock them up. They do this thing. People are spreading all manner of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But that was the time to step in to do something. So what happened after that? What happened after that is that Stephen rebounded sharply after falling 80% in a month. So now I believe that the price has bottomed out. Maybe you'll be lucky to see it come back again. Somebody was asking today in the group, when will it? I've been waiting forever for it to come down to 80 cents again. When will it come down? I was like, you have to go and tell them to send another news to the airwaves, so that it will not come. Because if there's no major news, that coin will not come down. Coin that will be monitoring. So why must he just launch and then move up like as if what happened? It's not right now. So now seeing it going down is like, they just do Christmas for me. And I decided to take advantage. Why I was just doing it is because if I tell you, and maybe Chinese, the people say it's 5%, it may be like 80% of the people are Chinese, and all of them dumb. The token will go down to more, maybe 10 cents. And somebody will not have the patience to wait the 10 cents to come up. Because people will still, as long as they are doing what they are doing, they will still come back up. That's one thing with this thing. So I was willing that even if it go down more, I buy more, in order to make sure I dollar cost average my system. So that's it. And that's risk for you. So now, what are they saying now? A massive trend in Stephen GMT price witnessed in the last 30 days appears to be nearing exhaustion. It has exhausted already. The GMT price has rebounded by nearly 35% from 0.80 cents on May 27 to 0.99 on May 28. Interestingly, the upside retracement started after the price failed in the same range, which had acted as support before GMT 500% and 120% price rallies in March and early May, respectively. So now, look at the GMT price level to watch. Now, there's a price level to watch. Drawing a Fibonacci retracement graph from GMT 0.09 swing low to 3.8 to swing high levels leaves the token inside a broader consolidation range defined by the 0.32 Fibonacci line near $1.50. Okay, acting as interim resistance, and the 0.78 Fibonacci line near 0.82 serving as interim support. Now look at the draft here. Look at the Fibonacci retracement draft done. So at the retracement draft done, you see the lines there that went to all this place. I don't know how to explain it to you. you see the lines, that lines, all those lines there, natural retracement, putting at the prices where it can go to another. But when you look at it as bottom down already, are you getting? But there may be a little retracement, and which you may retrace and go. But going to that 80 cents, for those who are asking, it's not there. Even with this analyst here, he didn't see that. But looking at, there will be a little retracement, but it's just like getting to 90, 80 something, move down to 1 point something, and all those kind of stuff. So it's going to get to that point. Up to me, it has bottomed out. So missing out of that one, we've missed it out. But now we are looking at the way for it to get back up. That's the way it is. That's what is there. So now, so there's nothing you can do about it for now. Okay, look at what they talk about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the head of the market. So if Bitcoin continues to struggle below 830,000, as many analysts believe, it could take GMT lower alongside due to its consistent positive correlation with the token. So it moves with Bitcoin, just like what they said. So now, second, GMT could drop due to the rising uncertainty surrounding Stefan's business model, which involves paying users for exercising either by walking, jogging, or running with the native green Satoshi token GST units. So now these are the things they are looking at. If you want to look at what will make it, maybe people are looking at, oh, why are they paying this? Why are they doing? No, that's what Terra Luna did. So people are not scrutinizing anything. All these, earn to play to earn, walk to earn, or jog to earn, or walking to earn, any exercising to earn, all these things. Checking them properly, even when they don't have anything to talk about, they will just talk about it. Why are you doing this? Why this one? Are you sure this will last? Are you sure you sustain this and all that? Because what happened to Terra? The fear is going away, yes. I told you the fear would take some time to go away, but it's going off little by little. If there's a rebound of BTC from 30, 31, to that 37 I'm looking at, forget about the fear. The fear is gone. People just forget about it and move on. So because of our time, wow, our review is taking longer. So now let me look at, this is important, let me talk about it, about Solana blockchain. For those, if you have a Solana that you stake, so Solana is running 30 minutes behind schedule. So now, okay, now let me explain it. Look at what happened is that, Solana is not affecting the blockchain. Those who are transactions are going, it's just that the transactions are going to be giving you, date that are not exactly, the timestamp is not correct, but it doesn't happen. Everything, they will correct it with time. But now, the people that will not be getting the real-time reward are those who are staking. If you are staking Solana right now, you are not going to see the thing that you need to see, you are seeing before. If you are the one who is taking Solana, are you getting? Maybe the rewards will not be like the way it is, but this one will not bring a problem. But even if it brings problem to the market and the market comes down, no problem, is a good thing for you. And maybe it will affect GMT as well, because GMT is built on Solana, whatever, but it's not going to affect any transactions, nothing. It's only that it will be running late. Are you getting? The transaction will be running normal, but it's giving you back, it's backdating in 30 minutes. It's not going to be like real-time world. Are you getting? So now, who are the stakers? Who are those who are apprehensive right now? If you are staking Solana, these are the ones who are going to be at the branch. Are you getting? So if you have Solana staking, you may not get your reward properly, but nothing. But now, if you do to us who are investors, who really like to do, I have Solana stake, but I still want Solana to come down so that I buy more, because I sold some of my Solana when it gets to 100 and something and all that. And I'm still looking for a way to add to those Solana back. So I want it to come down the more. So maybe let's look at the price now. Because Solana was almost 200 and something. Okay, Terra is still coming down. We are checking it. Let's see. So relax. Never know what will happen. You may get this thing at $1. That will be a kill. Solana is going up back. It was 40. When you go, why did it come back when there is problem? The blockchain is going slow and you are going up. Okay, it's all right. So for those who are waiting for it to drop, I don't think it will. Maybe Solana has bottom at 2. It was 40, and I was expecting more, but now I see 44. Wow. I think the market is rebounding back or something. This market coming back up. Let me check the king. Where is the king of the BTC? What happened? Okay, if you know the, I wanted to check Bitcoin. Let me see. Let me see where Bitcoin is. I know that it's showing me something different. They leave it alone. But I don't know. I think maybe something is coming back up. Market is coming back up. But don't worry about this. I know they will correct it, or have they corrected it? It happened today now. So it started yesterday. Maybe they have corrected it, something. Okay, no problem. Maybe they have corrected it. I'll check back to find out. So now, finally, I want to tell you that Binance is making waves. They registered legally, the first crypto exchanger to register legally as a legal entity in Italy. So they are moving into all Europe. They are becoming one of the top and all that. So you can know that your Binance and BNB, be very careful with that coin. I know maybe when we talk about double, we are looking at X now. I can still do more 4 or 5X in the short term. So which is good than you putting your money in a place where you are not sure. So you look at Ethereum, which is good. And then look at this Terra Luna, the new one and the old one. These are coins that will make something for people. So look at it now and then check it. And let's see where Terra Luna will go. Maybe move to maybe like, I don't know whether it will go to Luna. What happened? Is this not the search? Luna. I'm confused here. Okay, Terra. Let me use Terra. This, not this one. This is the old one. I'm looking at the new one. The Terra. That's Luna. That one is Luna now. What's happening? Okay, it's all right. What if I don't know why they don't want me to search it? This one is the old one that is here, but I'm looking at the new one. I saw it as this. Maybe I'll just click on it on the list and come back. So whatever happens, make sure you get it. Get their BNB. It's important that you have BNB. If you BTC is good, Ethereum is good, then Luna, the old one and the new one. Anything can happen around there. It's just that the CEO and the founder, the head is not yet correct. But people really love this token called Luna. The ecosystem is so robust. And people believe that it will come back again. It will make a lot of people money. Are you getting? Even this new one, once it begins to go down to $2, wow, $1, get it, forget. Luna cannot go to zero. More usually that 1 billion on another ones. So a lot of things are going to happen. So that's it. I want to stop here because of our time. And then if you have any question, you can ask. That's the review for today. So be able to know that, the review for the week, this is what has happened in the past, what we expect next week, and how the market is going. So if you have any question, you can please raise your hand and ask your question right now. Okay, so Madam